Hey traders, this is Raul with the pre-market analysis for Tuesday, June 20th. I will do a short recap as I didn't make a recap yesterday. So let's have a quick look at what happened yesterday. When the market opened, the market pushed overnight a little bit higher and we opened higher than we closed. This is always a sign that we can expect more upside, more bullish behavior. This is exactly what we saw. We had this bearish frequency where we had a small resistance which was broken at the market open here, and a good trade. We broke higher and pull back to the mid bands with this upside move. We can expect that the continuation here, which we got to the next frequency line here. We broke through, we pushed higher again, had some resistance here, wonderful trades in between with retries to break through this frequency line. Here again, fill is still to the upside, and with a resistance at the next frequency line here. Then we had quite some extension and we saw a little correction. With this upwards movement, I would not take any trade to the downside here, even that we shift momentum here. Then we break again back in this area where I mentioned that if we have a lot of space and no frequency lines like here, mid-band trades work fine. So as soon as we break back here, you can try to take this wonderful trade, fill is to the upside. You have your 2 points again here, trade, again resistance at the frequency line with the same behavior, same pattern. So we touch the frequency line or we overrun the frequency line and then correct it back with a try to get back to this frequency line, which didn't happen. We had some flip level here. Then here the correction back to the orange with a try to get back or to get to the next orange frequency line. Pull back, a short a quick long trade. I would not look for full 2 points here, as we have this resistance here, and we saw that as soon as we touch again the retest of this frequency line, we are dropping down at the end of the session. This might be clearly a profit taking over the day. And we have this bearish frequency setting up where the next frequency is coming here, or the frequency line is coming up here. So we see, or we saw yesterday, some I will not say, yeah, some weakness. So we made higher highs, higher lows, but we see that we have some trouble to break into the next bullish frequency. So we are not accelerating here. We have some, so the market has some difficulties to accelerate. That doesn't mean that we have to drop down now, but we will probably see some correction before going up again. So let's look what could happen today. So for now I took a pre-market trade. I can show I took a high probability pre-market trade for 1.75. A few minutes ago, this is what happened here. We are in between the frequency lines. We have seen 1, 2, 3 attempts to break this area without success. As soon as we break here, and we see this kind of indecision and a little bit of compression, I took a trade exactly here below the mid band with an expectation that we will try to test this green frequency line, which happened exactly. So I took only 175 because this is my target at the frequency line. Very high probability trade. I couldn't let go. So now we will see if if this green bullish frequency line will act as support, and we will go back and try again this area, which might probably reach then to the orange frequency line. And if this happens, my expectation is, as we see really some resistance here, but it seems like we didn't really find the final resistance to go down. It might happen now here, or we might go back, but then I'm really interested in what will happen if we pull back or resume going up from here. I would really be interested in what happens here if we come to this area, because here the price gets squeezed with this bearish frequency line, and I'm expecting if we hit this, we will either see a break with an acceleration up into the next bullish frequency, or we will see a quite heavy reaction to the downside, because we had many tries and many opportunities. The market had many opportunities to break this area, and if it gets really obvious that we will not break this area, we will see fast correction to the downside. So now we are trying to break lower. This green frequency line might act as a support. The next area is the orange one, which could prevent us to fall deeper into the lower bearish frequency. One additional area of interest for me today is if the price breaks lower, I will really look at what happens here, because this is exactly the lower frequency line of the frequency in which we were yesterday when the market opened, and from which we really accelerated and pushed higher into the next frequency. So let's see if we come back to this exactly to this frequency, if here buyers will reposition and we will go up from here, or if we manage to break lower, and this will give me for today, if we break this frequency line, and quite bearish outlook. So this means that we could see something like that and then break lower, trying to test here, or we might immediately now at market open, without pushing back, go lower. But still, this is an area of interest for me, where I will look. As soon as we have space in between frequency lines, I will take my trades, meaning that if we break below the orange one, I will wait for a pullback and take a trade to the downside here with the target here. The same if we break now a little bit lower and then pull back, or then go back again into the bearish one. I would wait for a long trade to go back and test this area, which will be the orange frequency. Well, this is my outlook for today. I wish you a great trading session, and take care.